Okay, so babies and toddlers is the next topic. I cannot tell you how many grandparents I get that start having low back pain or pain shooting down their legs right at the same time that their kids had their own kids and they are babysitting toddlers all the time now. Same thing with new parents. Tons of neck and low back pain with new parents because babies are just difficult, right? Like you're holding them, you're looking down at them. It's a lot of neck stuff too, but then there's also the crib stuff. There's the picking them up all the time. There's the playing with them on the floor and sitting with them on the floor. Um, what we want to do anytime we have to go down to the baby to be on their level, if it's a toddler, is to use that one knee technique and get down to them like that. Support yourself. And then if you have to play, get on all fours, play with them like this, okay? Hopefully you could see that, but I was on all fours supporting myself with one hand. And then if it's a baby, so first you have the crib, okay? So with the crib, it's very difficult because you have to reach over the side. The best thing you can do is stick that hip into the crib so that you can kind of lean on it. If it's uncomfortable, what you can do is roll up a little towel and actually like duct tape it. I know it's not the cutest thing in the world, but duct tape it around the edge so that you can lean forward into the edge of the crib or put your hip and then kind of lean into the side and you have some padding there to lean over. And then when you're there, get the baby up as close to you as you can. You don't want to be out here. Bring it close to you. And then always when you're holding the baby, you want to try to keep it centered. So the closer to the middle of your body you can be, the better off you're going to be. When we're off to the side, we tend to fall into these positions or on our hip. A lot of awkward positioning where you've got load from the baby. In general, you always want the baby close. Same thing when you're picking up a toddler or a baby. We want to bring it right up our body, like close to us. We don't want to be out here with it. Think ahead if you're going to do something that requires a lot of arms. So if the problem is if you're holding a baby centered on you, the challenge is then you don't have arms anymore. So if you know that, you're going to have to do the dishes, do laundry, do something where you need your arms, but you're holding your baby at that time, use that chest carrier that like swaddles them in. And then you can use your arms. A lot of times we just get distracted and before you know it, we've been working on dishes or something for 20, 30 minutes holding our baby on one side. And then, we're cockeyed that whole time. We start to get tired. So always try to think ahead. Okay, am I about to do something that requires a lot of use of my arms? If I do, let's just make this way easier on myself. Get my baby strapped in, and then I've got both arms to do whatever I want to do. Get up to the counter, squat wide, whatever it is. And then for loading up a car seat, that kind of sucks. So the best we can do is just try to make it less bad. We probably won't make it perfect, but if we can make it less bad, that's going to have an impact. So if we get up to the car, if the car seat's out and you have to move it from the stroller, get it positioned. If you're carrying it, open the car door. And then what we're going to do is basically brace as we move it in. If you have to get it off of the stroller, lift it with a good position, lift the car seat into your car, get it there, and then instead of having to reach in like this, get like one knee up on the edge of the car, get close to it so that you can do what you have to do. And then when you get the baby in there or the toddler, if it's a toddler, pick them up from the ground like this, keep them close to you. Maybe even get that one knee in there, get close in there so that you don't have to be out here. Like you always want to try to get into the car when you're doing this stuff so you don't have to do so much reaching, especially if you've got weight and you're holding someone. That's a ton of load. If you got something away from your body, creates a natural lever arm, which just makes them heavier. So always get them close and move into what you're doing. Same thing with a baby. Keep them close to you. Get one knee up into the car. And then, you can maybe even lean on the seat and just put them right there versus having to go all the way out here.